shot him 6 times.
What's going on, horror fanatics? Welcome to
I shot him 6 times!
YouTube Horror Movie Channel. As you know, I'm your host and creator of the channel, Marcus. If you have not done so already, please shoot this video a like. It helps out with the YouTube algorithm a ton. As well as if you're a new viewer to this channel, please shoot that subscribe button as well as that notification icon so you get all the latest content updates to the channel. As well as if you would like to become a member to the channel, shoot over to the channel dashboard, shoot that join button and choose what level membership best works for you. Okay everyone, so in this Scream video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys a theory that I have after rewatching the final act scene of Scream 6 in the Ghostface shrine, and it pertains to both the Samantha Carpenter character and the Kirby Reed character. Now, we all know in Scream 6 in that final act scene, we see Kirby come out from an undisclosed location in the Ghostface shrine, and she is bloody. She goes on to say, even though everybody's suspicious of her because of Detective Bailey calling Samantha and letting her know that Kirby is no longer with the FBI. She had a meltdown after the Woodsboro murders in Scream 5. She got fired from her job, so on and so forth. So now there's a cloud of suspicion around Kirby up until Detective Bailey fires 2 shots into her, drops her for a few moments, and then he and his family reveal themselves as the Ghostface killers in Scream 6. However, you guys know for a fact that I am highly skeptical of the Kirby Reed character, not just in Scream 6, but even more so now in Scream 4 after going back and rewatching that film. And in Scream 6, after rewatching the final act scene, I now believe that Kirby Reed's quote-unquote attack scene was staged, and I believe that Samantha Carpenter was the one to stage it with her. So without wasting any more time, let's dig into this theory. As you can see here, where I have the arrow pointed, Samantha Carpenter has blood on her tank top. This is after she meets up with Tara and Chad after they get attacked by Ghostface in the hallway of the movie theater where the Ghostface shrine is located. Now, some of you will say, remember, Tara got stabbed in the back and you can see her for a split second putting her right hand on her shoulder where the wound would be, which would basically insinuate that's where the blood came from, especially when she runs into Samantha. Maybe when Samantha was trying to get her and Chad to come into the other room with her, maybe she put her hand on Samantha's tank top, what have you. However, I also have some shots that prove Tara did not have any blood on her hands. Now, you can chalk this up to an editing error, what have you. I will give you that if that's how you feel about this. But as you can see, where I have the arrows pointed, there is no blood on the palm of Tara Carpenter's hand, which tells me even if she did touch Samantha's tank top, there would have been no blood on her hand that would have made that blood stain that you see on Samantha's tank top. Now, some will also say maybe the blood, if she did get blood on her hands, was more around the fingers area. However, I will go on and debunk that as well, because if you look at Samantha's tank top, you can clearly tell that that is blood spatter. If Tara would have brushed her hand up against Samantha's tank top, in my opinion, it wouldn't have been that definitive of a blood spatter mark on Samantha's tank top, given that, as you can see in the screenshot that I provided you guys, there is hardly any blood, if there was any, on Tara's hand at all. So I don't believe that even if Tara had a little bit of blood on her hand, that would have produced that definitive of a blood spatter on Samantha's tank top. Okay, my next piece of evidence comes from the ending of the film, where we see Kirby getting hauled away on a gurney, about to go to the hospital, and you see her talking to Samantha Carpenter, telling Samantha, if you ever need anything, just call me, so on and so forth. But what I want you guys to focus on here is where I have the arrow pointed. Now, in the next shot, I'm going to zoom this up so you guys can get a better look at it. But, in my opinion, if Kirby Reed was attacked, where is the wound that is supposed to be on her head that caused all this blood to stream down her face onto her shirt, her Ghostface colored shirt, as I like to add. Where is the wound at? And if there is a wound there, wouldn't that wound be too small to cause all that amount of blood to stream down her face like that? Like, I'd like to think if she does have a wound there, it would be a lot more visible than what we see. In my opinion, all I see is blood rubbed on her face. That's what it looks like. Now, you can say that's from the sweat, from being in the Ghostface shrine, it dried up on her face. Okay, I'll give you that. But if the blood did dry up on her face, it would make it a lot more easier for us to see the open wound from where the blood came out from. And in my opinion, you do not see that, which is furthermore why I believe Kirby Reed's attack scene in Scream 6 was definitely staged. Okay, so as I said, I would blow this photo up, and I still come to the same conclusion. Now, you can say that dark red spot may be the wound, but in my opinion, I just think like it's just not conclusive enough to say that that is an open wound. I'd like to think, like I said earlier, if that is an open wound, it would not generate that much blood coming out of it. That is not a gashing wound at all. I personally would believe that a gashing wound, like a big gash on your head, will cause that amount of blood to stream down your face like that onto your shirt. But again, that's just my opinion, and I'm sticking to it. Okay, everyone, so after going through all the clues that I've mentioned here in this video, after rewatching the final act scene from Scream 6, I definitely do believe there is a possibility that Samantha Carpenter helped Kirby Reed stage her attack scene in Scream 6, as we don't know where that blood that is on Samantha's tank top that I showed you guys here earlier in the video, we don't know where that came from. We know it didn't come from Tara, we know it didn't come from Chad. And in between that scene where we are seeing Chad and Tara have their moment in the hallway of the movie theater, we don't know what Samantha or Kirby is up to. Remember, Kirby disappeared, then Samantha got the call from Bailey saying that Kirby's no longer in the FBI. Then we pan over to the scene with Chad and Tara. So anytime in between that time jump, in between that time gap, I should say, you can make a case that Kirby and Samantha were setting up Kirby's staged attack. And some of you will ask, okay, well, why would Samantha and Kirby do this? You know, well, guys, we heard Kirby say in Scream 6 to Detective Bailey that they share a certain history. Now, we all assumed that that history is about Ghostface, right? But what if there is an even deeper history, an even deeper story between Samantha and Kirby that has not yet been revealed? And of course, you all are well aware that I believe that there are more killers in Scream 6 that were not revealed in that film. I do not believe the Bailey family were the only antagonists in the film, and that in Scream 7, we are going to get some unrevealed killers that were involved in Scream 6 and possibly previous other sequels in the franchise as well. And you all are well aware that I am highly suspicious of both the Kirby Reed and Samantha Carpenter characters, and I believe that if there is a Ghostface cult out there and we do get them shown up in Scream 7, that these two are going to be a part of it, which, if it does turn out to be true, would make a lot of sense why Samantha Carpenter helped Kirby Reed stage her attack scene in the Ghostface shrine in Scream 6. But okay, everyone, that is it for this video. Leave a comment in the comment section below and let me know your thoughts on this theory. Do you believe that, given the evidence that I showed in this video, that there's a case to be made that Samantha Carpenter helped Kirby Reed stage her attack scene in the Ghostface shrine in Scream 6? Once again, this is
I shot him 6 times!
YouTube Horror Movie Channel. I'm your host and creator of the channel, Marcus. Be sure to follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Patreon. Thank you all for watching.